Yes, how you guys doing? I'm live on my walk. It's Humpday lesson day. There's this loud car truck, that's why. I don't have a guitar in my hand right now, but I have the time right now to do this lesson. And a lot of times when I'm at home, I don't have the time. But even though I don't have a guitar in my hand, I think I can still do a pretty good lesson. So I'm going to attempt that. Humpday lesson day. What? I don't. I'm not against it.
You're not against it, though?
No, I don't.
I'm just like stressing right now. You see, I got my luggage and stuff. I'm just like going through some things right now.
Oh, you're good.
With my sister and all.
You're good. Do you want to pick with me? A picture?
Picture?
Maybe you want to say hi to my live fans on YouTube?
What do you want?
I'm on YouTube. Do you want to say hi to them? Okay, no, look at them. Hi guys. Wait, what's your name again?
Judy.
Just Judy. Judy.
What's your name?
Jimmy.
Well, Jimmy's out here looking good, and he's out getting him some sun.
Yeah.
And I'm out here. I'm going through some issues. I got issues right now. I'm trying to figure out what to do with my life.
Yeah.
At the age of 59, isn't that something?
Well, you're a year older than me, and I'll be your age in less than 2
really?
months.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this is my friend Judy. Nice to see you guys. So anyway, I don't smoke, so
Okay.
did you just want me to?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna stretch.
I'll give you have a good day. I'll do that.
Thank you so
I'll do
very
that.
much.
You
Where are
said
you headed? Just walking around?
I'm just walking. I used to go downtown Front Street.
Yeah, I usually see you walking up and down because I stay
Yeah,
here
yeah.
with my sister, but yeah, I can't,
Over there,
I
yeah.
can't do it anymore with her. She's
I'm sorry.
She's driving me bananas.
Well, it's good to see you.
It's good
Please
to
have
see
a good
you,
rest of
and
your
I
day.
always see you. You take care.
Yeah, my
All
YouTube
right.
channel is Shirtless Guy.
Okay.
That's where you were actually on my channel.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Good to see you, Judy.
Okay. All
Have a
right.
good rest of your day. Thank
All
you.
right, Thank you.
You too. Bye bye. So that's my friend Judy. Anyway, yeah, I think I can do this lesson. Just if you listen, pay attention, and I think I can visualize the fretboard in my head anyway. So let's try to do a lesson, okay? Thank you guys. So I'm gonna try to do this lesson on how to play like Eric Johnson, his kind of style. Let me let loud cars go by. Sorry about that. So I'm going to focus on his lead style, and I want to focus more on his note choice than I do his technique, because you guys can look up techniques and all that. It's that's all documentable, and his songs are great, but I want to focus on his lead style and the note choices he has. So let's get into it. So I think he has two basic types of note choice style. He has this pentatonic style, where it's a lot of 2 notes per string pentatonic scales. And I'll go into more detail on that in a minute. And he has a string skipping idea, where he plays major and minor triads and such in more than 1 octave positions. They call it wide position. They used to call it open position, but that sounds like open string position on a guitar. So I call it wide position, where the voicing extends beyond an octave. So let's talk about those two styles. First, I'm going to go into the pentatonic thing. Important for sounding like Eric is playing fast. LOL. He's very quick. But you have to know the positions, all 5 positions of any pentatonic scale, up and down like the back of your hand. He doesn't stay in one box like it's typical for Eric Clapton people. Traditional rock, blues, idiom, where you do a lot of time in the tonic position. Like if I'm in a minor pentatonic, I just start on the 5th fret position on the guitar. Eric doesn't do that so much. He's all over the place. If you want to play an A minor pentatonic, you got to be on all positions in the neck to do that. To play like him, you got to go up and down, position shifting they call it. So get really good at that. There's 5 2 note per string positions for a pentatonic scale, obviously, because there's 5 notes in the scale. And if you want to go over those, you want to go over some of that, we can do that. I know some people might say, well, they already know that, but I think you guys can find that. You can just work it out. There's 5 different positions. Know what they all are, and know how to go from one to the other really fast. And I want to make a comment though about those 5 positions. If you start it, let's say I'm in A minor pentatonic, I'm on the 5th fret of the E string. It's all, you just play the minor pentatonic box. But if you go up a perfect 4th to the D position and the 10th fret position, you actually have one note flatted from that. And that would be on the G string. It's flatted down one fret. So that also makes that the high E and the low E also get down a half step. So it's a different position with there's a flat added, which is interesting because when you go up a 4th in diatonic scales, you go up a 4th, it sharps at 1, such one note, so 1 sharp. So let's say if I'm in C Ionian mode and I go up to F position, that's up a 4th. I now have F Lydian mode, which is a sharp compared to the Ionian mode, a 4th below. But in pentatonic, it's the opposite. I go up a 4th, I actually flat one of the notes, and that becomes the position of the 4th of the D fret. The 10th fret position of an A minor pentatonic scale is on the 10th fret, and it has one note that's flatted in it, not sharp. And then if you go up to the 5th position from A, which would be the E position, which is the 12th fret position, you actually have a sharp note, which is actually on the B string has a sharp, which also gives you a sharp on the 5th string. And then that's also different than diatonic, because in diatonic, if I'm in C major, I go up to G, a 5th above, I actually have a flat. I have mixed Lydian, which is 1 flat from the C. Whereas in pentatonic, if I go up a 5th, I actually sharp one of the notes to give the 5th fret, the 5th position of the tonic position, minor pentatonic scale. So you kind of switch them back, and it's kind of a reverse image of the diatonic. You know, whenever you progress in diatonic, you progress down in 5ths. You're actually ascending. Whereas if you go down in 5ths in pentatonics, you're descending. You know, if you go up a 4th in diatonics, you're ascending. If you go up a 4th in pentatonics, you're descending. So I think I could have said 4. If you go from 4 down to 1, you in diatonic, you're descending. If you go down from 4 to 1 in pentatonic, you're ascending, because you know the pentatonic and diatonic scales have a kind of a reverse symmetry there. Picking, you start to say, for wide position, just take the C sharp up an octave to make a position, they call it when you're within the octave with your triad. Take the middle one and go up an octave or down an octave. How about that? If I'm playing a D major triad on the 5th string, starting on the 5th fret, I would have D, F, and A, and then starting on the 5th fret of the A string where the D is. If I want to make that a wide position, I can also take I'm at D, F sharp, and A. I said D major, so D major is D, F sharp, and A. Well, if you want to make that a wide position, you can take the F sharp and go down an octave with it, making it start on the 2nd fret of the E string, which is F sharp, and then the 5th fret of the A string, which is D, and then the 2nd fret of the G string, which is A. And now, once again, you have more than one octave voicing of a D major triad, and that's called open, wide position arpeggios. Now, here's one more way of looking at that, though. Rather than thinking of it as taking the middle note of the voicing and moving it up or down an octave, is to think of it as reversing direction from the bottom up, as opposed to how it was with the close position. Let me explain that. So we all know, we know that if you have 3 elements in a set, let's make those 3 elements 3 notes of a C major triad, C, E, and G. There's, according to the math theory, there's 3 factorial ways of arranging those three objects or notes, and that 3 factorial is 6. So you can see that if I have C, E, and G, I have 6 ways of ordering them. Those 3 elements. I have C, E, G, from the bottom up. That's a close position, root position voicing of C major. Then I have E, G, C. That's a close position first inversion of C major triad. And then I have G, C, E, and that's a close position second inversion of a C major triad. But if I reverse the orders of each of those and go from the bottom up, I get the wide position of voicings. For instance, starting with a C major first root position, I have C, E, and G. What if I played G, E, and C, but starting with the G at the bottom, the E in the middle, and the C at the top? Now I have a G at the bottom, which I can play on the third fret of the E string. Then I have a 4, 5, 3, G, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me get this right here. 4, 5, 6. G. Wait, let me get this right. 3. Oh yeah, so G, C, D. 3. Oh wait. G, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that. 3. Okay, so I'm playing a C major triad. I'm playing it G, E, and C. Oh, that's true. I get it. Okay, I get it. So that gives you a G on the third fret of the sixth string. That gives you an E on the seventh fret of the eighth string, and that gives you a G on the fifth fret of the D string. Now you have one of the open position inversions of C major by reversing the order. Instead of playing C, E, G from bottom to top, you play G, E, C from bottom to top, and there you have it. That's one of them. Let's do it with the other two. So with first inversion C major, close position, I have E, G, and C. But if I play G, C, and E, okay, G, C, and E. Okay, I have G on the G, C, and E. Let me get this right. Okay, so first inversion, close position, is E, G, and C. So I'm going to say C, G, and E. C. Oh yeah, yes I do. Okay, that could be voiced C, E, G, C at the 8th fret of the low 6th string, and then G at the 10th fret of the 5th string, and then E at the 9th fret of the 3rd string. Now I have, that's it, that's an open position, more than one octave, open position inversion of a C major triad. So far so good. I just got one more possibility, so I can get through this, LOL. Second inversion of a close position C major triad is G, C, E. Now I'm going to play E, C, G. Got it. Okay, that's not too hard. I can play the E on the open first string of the open sixth string of the guitar, or the open pulse, or the 12th fret on the sixth string of the guitar. That's the E. And then the C could be the 3rd fret of the 5th string, or the 15th fret of the 5th string, depending on which octave you want to do it in. And then the let me think here. Then the G would be on the open 3rd string, or on the 12th fret of the 3rd string, if you want to do it on a higher, an octave higher. So that becomes the third of the open position, more than an octave inversions we've done of C major triad. 3 are close. That's C, E, G, G, C, E, G, E, G, C, and G, C, E. And 3 are wide, which is G, E, C, C, G, E, and E, G, C. So there you have it. The E, G. Wait, E. I think I did that right. E. No, E, C, G. Yeah, E, C. So let me do them again. Close position. from the bottom up is C, E, G, E, G, C, and G, C, E. Open position from the bottom up is G, E, C, C, G, E, and E, C, G. Yeah, that's right. So you can think of the open position arpeggios as either taking the middle note of a close position and moving up or down an octave, or you can think of it as taking the 3 close position inversions of a triad and just reversing the up and down order of the notes instead of playing reverse the direction and then still play from the bottom up, but do the notes in reverse order as you did in the close position. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Have a good peace, love, and rock and roll.